Nintendo News on me.
I want you to sit back and tell me, what makes a game fun for you? Is it the characters? What about the visual art style, or the music from that one level you always went back to just to listen to it? Or that one boss you can never ever beat, so you'd play through the game just one more time to see if you can complete the mission? We all have that one title that we hold very near and dear to our hearts. That game for me? Well, let me tell you about a little game called Super Mario 64. It came from the amazing mind of Shigeru Miyamoto, a longtime Nintendo representative. He's not only the creator of Mario, but he's also had a helping hand in almost every single game he's appeared in to date. It was the first Mario 3D platformer, and it took the world by storm. It was a rather complex idea that really did the company good, and it has paved the way for probably every other 3D platformer out there that released after it. To be honest, I have no clue what it is about this game that makes me adore it the way that I do. It was my first video game that I ever put my hands on, which made the experience that much more magical. I remember sitting there at just 4 years old, experiencing the game for the very first time. I would run, I would jump, I'd try to get a star. As time went by, after the days, weeks, months, even years of practice, this game is my favorite game of all time. I probably say that about other games too, but I mean it when I say this game, Super Mario 64, is my favorite game ever made. Racing Koopa the Quick for the first time, man, what an adrenaline rush that was. I beat my first level when I was little. I got my very first power star to continue my journey. It made me feel really good to know that the way I played the game was the correct way. I felt a rush of excitement that day. Walking into the castle for the first time and fighting my first boss, making the way to the top of the biggest tower I could find to get a view of what was below me, or surfing through the lava on a Koopa shell without being afraid you would burn yourself. Each level had a different idea, a different concept, and a different environment, with their own enemies, their own platforms, and challenges to put you up against. And then, after I'd finally mastered the game and its controls, it was time for the final boss, who I always referred to as Rainbow Bowser. I was always terrified of him. I would hide under a table in my living room and get help from whoever was near to try to beat him for me. But one day, I ended up doing just that, all by myself. I did it. I beat the game, and it was all because of me and what I did. I've never been more proud to beat a game than I was with Super Mario 64. It's such a nostalgic game for me that I've made so many precious memories of. But most of all, getting that greeting note from Princess Toadstool in the beginning of the game was the greatest part. I was on my way to eat cake, but little did I know I was in for a big journey, and it was one that I would never forget. This game is unique, it has charm, and in 50 years from now, I'm still gonna love it just as much as I do today. And a game like that is hard to find. I guess that's just what happens when you come across that Nintendo magic. Hey, thanks for watching! If you're new around here and like what you saw, think about hitting that pretty little subscribe button, it really helps. If you liked this video, be sure to check out some of my other ones. Links to Twitter and Instagram are above, along with my Nintendo Network ID. Follow me, we'll talk. Thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you next time.